Our channel is pleased to bring to the audience the latest shocking revelations of Beyond the Gates. What happened in the Grand Ballroom at Fairmont Crest seemed to be the climax, but in fact it was just the beginning of a series of power tragedies, where fame, money and blood were crushed by boundless ambition. That ballroom now resembled a classic tragedy, where Leslie once appeared with all her pride and power. The gorgeous dress, the thick file in her hand, the confident steps, all made her the center of attention. But Eva's betrayal was like a cold knife stabbing straight into her heart, tearing away the last layers of protection. When Eva placed her hard hand on the confidential document and exposed the secret to the light, Leslie completely collapsed. The room was filled with whispers, applause, and laughter. Anita sat silently with a smirk, Nicole clapped her hands as if she was witnessing a perfect performance, and Leslie staggered, barely able to stand. That moment became an earthquake that buried all the faith Leslie had ever had. The bloodline was severed, leaving her utterly alone. But deep in her teary eyes, a glimmer of desire to survive flashed. Leslie knew that power in Fairmont Crest had never been decided overnight. Betrayed in front of hundreds of witnessing eyes, she swallowed her humiliation and vowed to revive, even if it cost her blood. Eva, in the bright halo, thought she had captured all the eyes, but inside, her heart was in turmoil. The feeling of victory swept her up, but soon after, the darkness from Anita and Nicole fell. Anita's eyes were no longer the gaze of an ally, but cold and calculating. Nicole, though applauding, had already plotted to eliminate Eva to seize glory. Eva did not know that, when she chose to betray, she also entered a vortex of power, where every step could become a deadly trap. Outside the room, the dark corridors of Fairmont Crest echoed with the whispers of opportunists. The information spread like wildfire, and those who had bowed to Leslie now began to look towards Anita and Nicole, while suspicion rested on Eva's shoulders. Because in the upper class, traitors often only survive when they have value. Once that value is depleted, they become hunted prey. Leslie walked out of the auditorium like a shadow. The luxurious dress was now just a tattered disguise. In her bloodshot eyes, the fire of revenge burned. She began to collect the remaining fragments, the secrets that had never been revealed. Other documents hidden in a private safe, evidence of Anita's shady dealings, the secret money Nicole withdrew from the charity, all are still in Leslie's possession. If Eva dares to expose her to the public, Leslie is ready to drag them all down to hell. Meanwhile, Eva is immersed in the illusion of power. She begins to appear publicly with Anita and Nicole, claiming to be part of a new alliance. But the lavish parties soon become a secret battlefield, as Anita drops hints about her immaturity, and Nicole cleverly arranges meetings without Eva's knowledge. Within the crystal walls, Eva gradually realizes that she is not the center, but just a pawn placed to stab her mother. And when the mission is complete, she will be redundant. Beneath the Fairmont Crest, where the secret archives are kept, Leslie finds an old room. The dim light illuminated her cold face as she opened each file. There was a secret agreement between Vernon and a shady businessman, evidence that could destroy the entire family's reputation if it were made public. Leslie smiled slightly, realizing that she had not lost everything. True power lay in the secrets that no one had touched, and she would use them to come back, stronger and more ruthless. At the next banquet, when Anita and Nicole stood in the crowd receiving the compliments, Leslie suddenly appeared. The look of collapse had disappeared, replaced by a proud demeanor, eyes as sharp as knives. No one expected that after only a few days, she could recover, and her appearance shook the entire audience. Eva looked at her mother with confusion, while Anita and Nicole exchanged a look of hidden worry. Leslie didn't say a word, but her eyes were enough to instill fear, signaling an approaching counterattack. In the following days, Fairmont Crest was in turmoil. Rumors of secret files began to spread. People whispered that Leslie held evidence that could destroy the family. Anita had many sleepless nights, Nicole constantly arranged meetings to control the situation, and Eva began to realize that she was just a pawn caught between two forces. The fear in their eyes was Leslie's new source of power, and she enjoyed every moment of seeing her opponent tremble before making a move. As winter enveloped Fairmont Crest, another shocking event occurred. A mysterious man appeared, someone everyone believed had disappeared many years ago. His return was like an earthquake, bringing with it secrets from the past that even Leslie had never known. Eva, Anita, and Nicole were all stunned, because that person held evidence that could break down all walls of lies. And now, no one can be sure who will be the final victor in the cold-blooded chess game at Fairmont Crest. In the dazzling lights, champagne glasses clink against each other, but inside are deadly undercurrents. Leslie walks through the crowd like a person resurrected from hell. Eva struggles in the trap she created. Anita and Nicole face the rift in the alliance, and the shadow of that man is like a haunting shadow, waiting for the moment to tear all the masks apart. Fairmont Crest is no longer a symbol of elegant power, but a battlefield where greed, betrayal, and dark secrets intertwine, dragging everyone into a spiral with no way out.